TIFU and embarrassed myself really bad in front of a man I really like. TIFU talking to a guy I really like. I'm F19, autistic and have never had many friends until a few months ago where a wonderful woman, F19, took me under her wing, introduced me to her two best friends and they made me their own. I felt loved and accepted with my disorders. And I started developing feelings for her best friend, M19, who she actively encourages me to pursue. This guy has seen me at some pretty bad moments and opened up to me significantly, and we all tell each other we love each other, including him. He answers my texts more than them and he sleeps in my bed when they all spend the night. He also tried to buy me a new plushie the other day, but I felt bad about spending his money. He's Italian and today he told me October is Italian Heritage Month and I tried to flirt and be funny, so I asked him what it was like inventing fascism, and since I said that, my texts have gotten increasingly more weird in an attempt to cover it up. Please help me. TLDR. I have autism and a boy I really like is Italian and told me October is Italian Heritage Month and I tried to flirt, so I asked him what it was like inventing fascism. Please help me. Edit. I took some advice and explained that I was trying to flirt but failed and I was panicking and scared he hated me or thought I was weird or cringy, and he told me to relax and calm down and he loves me. He asked to hang today, so I'm gonna bring him brownies. You didn't mention how he reacted to the joke. It's also nothing an apology can't fix if he got offended by it. That's all. It's no big deal. 1. I would have laughed at that too. I totally think you're overthinking this and you're fine. As a fellow wielder of the aughts, just say the following or whatever variation sounds the most you. It's what has worked for me before in the unfortunately. Several times I've been in a similar situation from a joke that just kinda fell out of my mouth. Sorry. That was a tasteless joke that just sorta came out and I realized it was probably really off-putting. After I sent it, I like you and sometimes it makes me nervous. Can we pretend I didn't say that? Quote. You have a group of loving and supportive friends, at least one of whom was encouraging you to pursue this person. You should be asking them for help, not us. Unless that was just a humorous ending quote, and you are just looking to share. I'm Italian and I never heard of Heritage Month until now. Fashion not fascism, OMG I'm so embarrassed. I double dog dare you to text him, sorry about the fascism message. I just have a crush on you. You can't just flirt with guys if you want a result. You need to be plain and factual. And don't let it drag for too long. It will make it harder. You know what you want. Also, WTF, you slept in the bed and didn't even try? Come on. Haha. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. You sound exactly like a young me. I am sure this young man knows you well enough to not read anything into it, and if you get together, then it will be something to smile about. BRB. Gonna go ask my autistic Italian friend a question. I am Italian and this is hilarious. If the dude didn't laugh, he's not worth it. Edit. I'm Italian American. Edit 2. Lot of folks taking this too seriously. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to break my spaghetti before boiling it while having espresso in the afternoon. I'd probably laugh at your joke if it was me, lol. You seem a lot quicker than I was that age and I turned out okay with both ASD and ADHD. You'll be fine. I guess my tip would be open about your limitations and that you might occasionally put your foot in your mouth without knowing it. I think my best example was when I was about your age. There was this girl and me alone and she leant back on the chair she was in with her legs apart and said, I have a hole in my pants for you. I literally went to the other room and got out my sewing kit. She was not happy about that. Took me years to work out what she had meant. At this stage of life, I just let people know straight up that I can't read body language and that even the most blatantly obvious subtlety will shoot straight over my head. Autism humor. Anyone you end up with is gonna have to think stuff like that is funny. Wouldn't waste time on anyone who doesn't. Please update us if you admit your feelings to each other. LMAO, this is the most autistic thing I've ever read. I don't think it's that big of a deal. If it's bothering you so much, just address it and apologize. That's all. Doesn't have to be in person if that's too hard. I wouldn't worry much. I don't think he'd take it too seriously, especially since you know each other decently well. But the cover-up can be worse than the crime, so to speak. So I'd just try to change the topic or move on. I don't think anyone will remember come tomorrow. Also, it's a good joke. I would have laughed. Say you'd like to meet up at a great cannoli place to talk things through. And you will be punctual because thanks to his heritage you know the trains will run on time. Op. You made a funny joke and this guy seems like he clearly is interested in you. I hope this post finally convinces you to take your shot. P.S. Non-autistic people make awkward faux pas too. You're fine. That's not autism, that's called having a crush. LMAO. LMAO, why is this so funny? I would have died laughing if I were the guy.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.